Welcome to BrowTab B-School. I'm Alex. I am the girl behind BrowTab, the brand, the products, the online education, and this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to sharpen your BrowTab Easy Glide pencil. I'm going to show you two different methods, what they are best for, some cleaning tips, and a little bonus refresher tip at the end. After watching this video, you're going to be able to glide through sharpening your brow pencil, no pun intended, and be on your way to creating the crispiest outlines for your microblading clients. If you're new to the channel, I'm Alex. I am the girl behind BrowTab, the microblading artist, the owner, the operator, the founder, the creator. BrowTab is basically a brand that specializes all-in-one disposable microblading tools, and they are our bread and butter because they cut through your skin like butter. But with that being said, we have recently expanded into the online education world with BrowTab B-School, which is the name of this channel, and basically we're focusing on brow business education, how to start, how to operate, and how to grow your microblading business. But back to basics, and the point of this YouTube video is how to sharpen your BrowTab Easy Glide pencil. Did you know that I've been told that the Easy Glide brow pencils are one of the most underrated BrowTab products out there because they're kind of like a secret assassin. They give you the crispest outlines and they're just so easy to use. It's so smooth. Until you actually try one, you won't believe me, but it's true. They're on a whole nother level for multiple reasons. How easily they sharpen, which I'm going to show you how to do today, how smoothly they glide on your client's skin. Even elderly clients who sometimes it's difficult to actually leave pigment with a wax pencil on, it glides on super smoothly but leaves a lot of color. Speaking of color, it is black in color, no brown shades here. So super crisp, clean, bold outlines for both you and your clients to see, and no confusion using any shade of brown that potentially couldn't work for your client. We know how stressed out clients can get and how concerned they can get when they look at an outline and think that it's too bold. You don't need to be showing them a shade of brown that is way too dark for them. You can straight up say, this is black, we're not going to be using anything close to black, so keep that in mind when you check out your outlines. This pencil outline will also stay on through your pre-numbing if you use the pencil properly and you remove your numbing properly. I will also make a video on how to do this to make sure that you can numb after you've mapped and be sure that you're still going to have your outline there to create that first pass. And a little bonus, it comes in a protective tube so you can store it for clean, easy storage between clients. So let's get down to why sharpening your brow pencil is important. And really, the reason why it's important is the results that a sharp pencil gives, which is crisp outlines. When you're microblading or really doing any permanent makeup service, millimeters count. We want to be as precise as possible, so a crisp outline is crucial. And in order to create beautifully mapped out symmetrical brows, as symmetrical as we want them to be, having a crisp outline from the start is so important. So it's obvious by now that we want a sharp pencil. I'm going to show you two different methods, what they're best for, and how to achieve them. Method number one is sharpening your pencil into a line, which is probably the most common and one of the easiest methods to do. Method number two is sharpening your pencil into a point, as pointy as you can get it, kind of like a wooden stake. This method is pretty easy to achieve, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You just need to switch up one prep thing up from when you sharpen your pencil into a line. Both of these sharpening methods will get you a crisp outline. So it really just depends which one you take to liking more when you're actually sharpening your pencil, which one feels more comfortable, and which one you like using more when creating your actual mapping outlines for your clients. My personal favorite method is sharpening it into a line. I find it the easiest. It did take me a little while to get it down, but I hope with this video it won't take you as long. I find I can make the cleanest, straightest outlines with it, and then I can even use it to draw in strokes for any clients who want to see more what the microblading is actually going to look like, and I feel like the line really mimics actually using a microblade, so I can create strokes drawn in the same way that I would create them with a blade. So let me show you how to sharpen each of these versions of the BrowTab Easy Glide pencil. The first method is sharpening it into a straight line. So remove your pencil from the safety protector tube and pull down the string to expose more of the paper, which you're going to peel off to expose more of the wax. Once you remove the paper, you'll have more wax exposed. Take your safety razor blade and rest the actual wax on your index finger and slowly start shaving down one side of the pencil. You're going to work from one side to the other side, creating that straight line from each side. Be careful to move slowly. You don't want to rush through this and snap the wax and have to start over. Once you've shaved down enough on one side of the pencil, flip the pencil over so that that side that you just shaved down is resting on your index finger, and start working on the other side to repeat the same process. Continue to shave down each side, flipping it back and forth until the pencil is sharpened into a very, very fine line that you are satisfied with, and you feel that you will create the crispiest outlines for your microblading clients. Remember to always rest the wax on your index finger and to be patient and take your time. The second method is sharpening your pencil into a point. Instead of using a safety razor, you will be using a metal brow pencil sharpener. And the major difference will be that you are pulling down that string a little bit further than you did creating the straight line, because we want to expose more of the wax. Once you get the paper off, you will take the exposed wax and place that part in the small standard size pencil sharpener hole. You will see that it now fits inside, and you can start sharpening down the wax. As you are sharpening, make sure you remove the pencil every once in a while and check your point. You want to make sure that it's still sharpening and that you are not hitting the end of the pencil sharpener. Hitting the end of the pencil sharpener with the point will begin to dull the point and will no longer give you that pointy, sharp outcome that we are looking for. Continue to sharpen until you are satisfied with the pointiness of your pencil. Now that you've seen how it's done, what do I actually use to sharpen these pencils? So a safety razor and a metal standard size pencil sharpener or brow pencil sharpener. For sharpening a pencil into a straight line, I use a safety razor, these black ones that we sell in the BrowTab store. Other than sharpening my pencil with it, I use it just to clean up stray brow hairs when I am mapping out my clients. I personally prefer using a safety razor over an exposed straight razor, because as much as we try to be patient and take our time, sometimes we end up rushing, and you guessed it, the safety razor just feels safer. I keep one of these razors in my kit set aside just for pencil sharpening, and I clean it off after each client using a cavity wipe. But I reuse it for probably, depending about how many clients I have, for probably about a month. To create the pointy sharpened pencil, I use a standard metal sharpener from the drugstore. I think I got this one from Shoppers Drug Mart. We're up in Canada, but I'm sure you can get it at any drugstore. And the key is that it is just the standard size. So I say a standard pencil sharpener, but when you look at the pencil and the standard hole, they don't really fit. So the point is to make sure you pull down enough of the paper to expose more of the wax so that it fits into the pencil, and then really you're only sharpening the wax part of it to get it super, super pointy. I like using a metal sharpener better than a plastic sharpener. I'm sure a plastic sharpener would work. It just feels like it's better quality, it's more sturdy, and the main reason it's easier to clean. Sharpening your pencil should be one of the easier parts of the microblading appointment or the prep for your microblading appointment, but I get it, it can feel overwhelming, it can feel complicated and frustrating. For the first couple years of my career in the microblading industry, I wouldn't even touch a wax pencil because I had no idea how to sharpen it. So I get where you're coming from. The key to sharpening your pencil is patience. Take your time, don't rush. As soon as you start to move a little too quickly and start rushing, that's when you're gonna snap the wax and have to start all over again. I like to sharpen my pencil in advance for a couple of reasons. It gives me time to do it and it doesn't take up crucial appointment time, but also generally I like to do it ahead of time while I'm cleaning up from the last client because it's an extra sanitation method. If you follow me and do it this way, I have a tip for you at the end of the video to refresh your pencil before you get started with your next client. So let's talk some cleaning tips. So it's important to remember that brow pencils are non-critical tools. So what does that mean? A non-critical tool is an item that only touches your client's skin before you've opened up the skin, so before you've made that first stroke, and then you, once you've made that first stroke, cannot go back and touch this item with the same gloves on. So if you treat your brow pencil as a non-critical tool, then it should be really easy to clean. At the end of your service, sharpen it again, get off any of the wax that touched your last client, and then wipe it down, the pencil and the lid, with a cavity wipe to make sure you're killing any living organisms on the pencil. Even better yet, take the lid off before you even put it on your part and don't even touch it. And then store it in your tube. As promised, one final refresh tip. So if you follow my previous advice to sharpen your pencil after you're finished with a client while you're cleaning them up, this refresh tip is going to be great for you. So let's say you sharpened your pencil after your client and then you have a few hours till your next client or even the next day. The wax has been sitting for a little while, so we want it to be fresh again. So super simple. All you do, open up the pencil, get a fresh paper towel, put it on a hard surface and just wipe it, not roughly, but aggressively, that you get some color on the paper towel, and then it's going to be fresh, ready to go, and ready to smoothly outline your client's brows. Refresh for your pointy pencil is to roll the pencil along the paper towel. Refresh for your straight pencil is to wipe both sides of the pencil on your paper towel. Keep in mind that this refresh tip is not a replacement for actually sharpening your pencil. You do still need to sharpen it between each client. Sometimes it will need more, sometimes it will need less, but make sure you sharpen it between each client. Just refresh it if it's just been sitting for a few hours or a day. So that's all, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed the video. That was actually a ton of information on a super small microblading tool, but it is a crucial microblading tool. I say it a lot, and I don't know if it's true, but it feels like it's true that sometimes mapping is more important than the microblading itself. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, microblading tips and tricks, how-tos, brow business education, subscribe now. Bye, y'all.